the Kaicho News here, and there's a huge headline: government should set aside oil money for every household. And this gentleman who says that is Professor Clive Thomas. Professor Clive Thomas, as you know, is quite a distinguished economist, and has written widely and is quite respected. But I don't share the view that he has shared. Professor Thomas, and you can't discount what he says because he's an advisor to the president. So it's highly likely that whatever he says may manifest itself in the form of a government policy shortly. Professor Thomas says that we should take the oil money that we get when the oil begins to flow, and we should put 5,000 US in an envelope and post it home to every Guyanese. Now this is reflective of a mentality that believes in doling out money, a mentality that believes in a welfare system where people should go every month at certain government offices and line up for a check. Now these are not policies that are new. These are policies that have been used in the world widely, even in the United States of America. And what the data shows is that policies of this nature develops a degree of dependency that destroys the human initiative. It destroys families. It destroys communities. It creates not only a sense of dependency, but it creates parasitism. It makes the human being into a parasite, dependent only on the largesse that will come from the state. It destroys the work ethic of a people. It destroys the determination and the drive to succeed at a personal level. Because why you want to do that when somebody is going to send you a check? This theory has been debunked by the simple saying that you don't give a man a fish every day, you teach him how to fish. All of us know that saying growing up. You don't give a man a fish every day, you teach him how to fish. Clive Thomas is advocating that we must give the man a fish every day. Don't teach him to fish. If we follow this advice of Professor Clive Thomas, we will create a country of parasites. We will create a country where nobody will want to work. We will create a country where everybody is dependent, where there is no professionalism, there is no work ethic. Who will want to work when they know whether they work or not, they have a fat check coming to them every month? This is madness. It's madness. Use the money, and this shows that this government and those who are advising this government do not believe in wealth creation. Wealth creation is not part of their formula. And all over the world, societies have advanced, people have advanced through the creation of wealth. America was built upon private wealth, the creation of wealth. Japan was built because of entrepreneurism and creation of wealth. India was built, is being built now, and China as two of the strongest trading blocks in the world because of the human capital. Because of the human capital, the development, the education of the people of the country. Here we are making our people parasites. We are making them dependent upon a paycheck. Why not use that same money to build the university? Use that same money to give scholarships to children who can't go to school. Why not give that same money to ensure that every child has access to the internet? Why not give that same money to boost the manufacturing sector of the country? Use that same money to boost the productive sectors of the country right across the board. Our greatest potential still lies in agriculture. Use that money to develop cheap source of energy so that the manufacturing sector of our country can kick up and get going, and we can move from planting to processing of food. That the tomato that we are planting can be made into tomato ketchup, organic tomato ketchup, and not the one that you buy. Organic fruit juices by building factories here once we have cheap electricity. Woodworking, the move away from primary production, the exportation of raw logs, to value added. From raw gold to refined jewelry. If we use the money in the pursuit of those kinds of initiatives, then we will forever be rich as a country, because we are building the basis for wealth, and we will never be poor again. But you give them the money in an envelope, they blow it out, and the next day they become a pauper again until you give them the other envelope. That is the kind of development that we need with the oil money. Use it to develop our productive sectors. And many countries have failed to not do that. And that is why they depend solely on oil, and their economy becomes very contracted. And that is all that we need to do in Guyana. Use the oil wealth to enhance our productive sector, and that is what will spin the jobs. That will what will bring the investors. Once we have cheap electricity, once we have a modern technological state, once we have good internet, once we have a skilled labor force, we have good weather already, we have land, we have water, we have hydro potential. We have so much that needs money to develop, to make us the most attractive investment climate destination in the world. And we have the capacity to feed most of South America and the entire Caribbean. All we need is the processing to make the market to land, the farm to market roads. That is where we have to channel the oil money. Not giving people an envelope. I am shocked that that is the kind of policy that we are publicly advocating in our country in the year 2018. Those things have been tried and failed in every other country in the world. And in 2018, 2 professors, because there was another professor sitting there too, and a lawyer. But I don't hold them responsible for what Professor Clive Thomas says, but what Professor Clive Thomas says must never be encouraged in this country.